I don't know about you, but I'm increasingly hearing about the importance of being an authentic business. It seems authentic businesses have happier customers and a happier workforce. Hashtag business goals. Looking into what helps generate authenticity, I found transparency to be quite an important factor. When I first read this, my defenses jumped up. I don't want to share my business secrets. What if my competitors copy me? What if my customers don't like it? Surely I can do this another way. Researching what being a transparent business is made up of, I have come to understand that time has passed to still be held hostage by the must protect the company secrets mantra. Thing is, if you keep things secret for much longer, you risk disappearing in the minds of potential customers and a desirable and talented workforce. There's a well-known saying in Hindi, "Jo dikhta hai, wo bikta hai." That which is visible is what sells. We're in business, and if we're not visible, we're not selling. And if we're not selling, there is frankly just no point. Let's understand this whole transparency gig, shall we? At its very core, business is about building relationships with our customers, suppliers, shareholders, and our teams. In our personal lives, to build lasting and positive relationships, we need to develop trust with the people we interact with, and transparency is a fundamental way to do this. When we are transparent with the people around us, they know what they can trust us with, because we are being trusting and open with them and not hiding anything. The same principle applies in business relationships. If we want to be trusted, we need to be transparent. It is easier to build and keep a good reputation when you are transparent. The main people that a business needs to maintain transparency with are its shareholders, customers, employees, and its suppliers. Each of these groups has a different interest in the business and a unique relationship, so will need different levels of transparency. For example, there will be financial information which you will share with your shareholders and possibly your employees, but you don't need to do so with your customers or suppliers. Where your customer and supply chain will need transparency is on your production capacity, any issues which might affect deliveries, material requirements, or impact on supply. So the fears and worries of giving away all your business secrets can be put to rest. You don't need to tell everyone everything. Transparency can benefit your business in multiple ways. It creates a culture of open and honest communication, which is key to sustaining good performance. When you gain a reputation as a business of honesty and integrity, you will end up in a better bargaining position in the future with customers, supply chain, employees, and shareholders. A culture of transparency will also encourage a business to remain in alignment with its purpose and values. It is much easier to be transparent and open when the actions you are displaying or the information being shared is focused on the company's purpose. Transparency can also help to keep people accountable. If there is a culture of transparency in the company, then people will self-manage and regulate to ensure that they are working in accordance with the company's actual culture and values. This leaves the management team free to work on growing the company. When the management team is open and transparent with its employees, then this shows the team that it is a safe place to speak freely and openly without judgment. This will help to ensure that any potentially costly mistakes or errors can be dealt with sooner rather than later, benefiting business results and performance. This will ultimately help to reduce employee turnover, increase employee morale, and help to reduce the knowledge drain from a business. On a practical level, how can your business be transparent though? A major area is to own up to mistakes, take responsibility, and remedy them where possible. This is especially important as it will help to fix any damage caused to the relationship by the mistake. Good and open communication regarding any mistakes will help to offset future problems too. People will know that the business can be trusted to be honest and act with integrity. Remember, past actions are the best indications of future behavior. Secondly, keep updating the information you are communicating to the stakeholders. In times of delivery delays, update your customers, tell them exactly what's happening. For a customer with a delayed order, there is no such thing as too much information. If there are changes being made internally, communicate this excessively with the employees and look for feedback. In times of policy or strategy change, this can be invaluable. It will help your team to feel safe and that their opinions matter. Or if you have asked your team for a superhuman effort to get an order or reach a specific goal, share their performance and the results, and then ask for feedback of what they feel could have gone differently. Similarly, if there are issues that relate to shareholders, be fully transparent and communicate with them. By communicating first and being totally transparent about it, you will be able to control the information flow and direct it for the benefit of the company, while also building and strengthening relationships. Next, encourage people to ask questions of the organization and also to supply feedback. These are amazing opportunities for the business to answer any questions which stakeholders have or to update their policies and actions in relation to feedback received. 2 final tips in relation to being transparent are to keep it professional and be realistic. You only need to share that which is relevant. So no cross-sharing between customers or stakeholders. You don't need to share your personal details or compromise any company secrets. It's important to be realistic as well. Try to be objective when being transparent. Will this help the business? Is there a problem that needs to be faced and dealt with in an effective manner? In the quest for transparency, it is important to remember that in every business, there will be certain things that need to remain confidential. In fact, disclosing things that should not be shared will harm the company and create an atmosphere of distrust, and so should be avoided at all costs. Examples of things that need to remain confidential include trade secrets, customer or supplier information, inventory levels, business processes or systems, employee data and information, and certain financial information. A good rule of thumb to follow is, will sharing this information help people trust me or damage trust? If it helps people to trust the company and does not harm another stakeholder, then it may be beneficial to be transparent. Whereas if it will damage trust, then it should remain confidential. Hope this helps. Until the next one, you've got this. Hi, my name's Priyanka. And this is Chief. We both want you to subscribe to the channel for the puppy.